like it is 30 years ago, 32 years ago.
32 years ago. But like, I mean, it was a super day. Weather-wise, everything.
It was the hype that was about the day.
Yes.
Build up, and the fact that everybody from the locality was all going or making plans to go.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, Catherine, it's not as many around today as there was
the last year we were here.
That's for sure. That's for sure. The amount of people that were down there.
Well, that whole area was
people. And away over there.
Yes.
Wall to wall people.
The sheer anticipation was the whole thing, the build up to it. People were up all night, they left early. Everybody was watching Are We Near there, the children were all enthusiastic.
Yeah.
None of them slept like on the bus coming up.
No.
They were all looking out and
waiting. And
then daylight broke and it was just a brilliant atmosphere.
It was, and like the sun rising, it was, you couldn't describe it. You couldn't describe it really.
People forgot their own personal troubles
They did.
for them couple of days.
They did. I do remember the waiting and the waiting and the waiting.
Yeah, and every noise that was, the helicopters that were floating around in the sky beforehand, everybody thought, oh, this is it.
And the applause.
Yeah. Men talk to men maybe from Cork and Kerry, and during the waiting period they talked about farming, and then they said goodbye to other as if they'd known other for years.
Yeah.
They had acquired a new friend for life that they were talking to that day.
Don't people have some belief to come back here now and do this?
Yeah, and people might have sickness, people might have,
Yeah.
and they might have maybe remembered the day.
Yeah.
The day.
But, could you see yourself even thinking of that? I think that's fantastic. We didn't come with bunches of flowers.
No.
Yeah. It's amazing.
There's another bunch of flowers up there.
Is there? On this side?
Yeah.
Oh, there are. I remember thinking at the time, like, I'm not pushed whether I go or not. And like, wouldn't it have been the biggest
Miss
of your life?
of your life, yes.
Yeah. Like, to be able to tell somebody that you're here on that day. The morning time when we got here, everything was very, very quiet.
Yeah, there was stillness.
And there was this thing of waiting.
Yeah.
And then when it happened, it was incredible.
You'd see old people crying,
Yeah.
tears flowing down their face with joy to have lived so long.
To have lived to see that day. Yeah.
I seen a note in a diary my mother, Lord of Mercy, wrote, thank God I lived to see the day, to see the Pope in Ireland.
Yeah.
People didn't seem to want to go home, they wanted to stay.
Yeah.
There was no rush on anybody to get back to the bus to get home.
It was as if, like, if you left, the feeling would be gone.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. When you got on the bus, you were with the same people. It was a community thing. The fun, everything. It was lovely.
Yeah.
I could never see that amount of people together again. I couldn't see it now. I couldn't see it happening again. And it's nice to be part of it.
Yes.
If it doesn't happen again. It was a
Yes.
day you'd never forget. Never ever forget. And I hope we never will.
No.